Okay, good morning. I am teacher Ijeoma ONWUKEME, and this is basic 5 mathematics. Today we'll be looking at capacity. Capacity, okay. First we start with what is capacity. I know before now you must have heard that word capacity, and there is something you know about it. Okay, so in your mind, what does capacity connote? When you hear capacity, what comes to your mind? I'll tell you, capacity simply means the quantity of water, not just water, the quantity of liquid that a container can hold, or a container can actually contain. I have this as an instructional material, and I know that you have this at home. Any soft drink around, or a container around you, so just look at it. This is 7up, and below here we have 50 cl. That is the quantity of liquid that it can contain, and so that is the capacity of this. So we continue. We said capacity simply means what? It means capacity is the quantity of liquid a container can hold. Is that clear? Okay, so that is capacity, and then it varies depending on the size of the container. Then another one, we have GP tanks at home, right? Okay, you can look around, ask Daddy and Mommy what is the capacity of this tank. Some of them could be 50 liters, some could be 100 liters, depending on the capacity. And so now you know that when we're talking about capacity, it simply means the quantity of liquid that very container can hold. So thank you. And then this capacity we're talking about is, capacity, from what I said, the quantity of liquid that a container can hold. Is related to what we call volume. Likewise, if I ask you the volume of this container, we are looking at the content, right? The content. And so that that is the capacity as well. So when we are talking about capacity of volume, you know that they are synonymous, right? Okay, so talking about liquids of units of capacity, we have this. We have our liters. Okay, liter. This is the basic unit of capacity. We also have what we call our milliliter. Okay, so we have our liter, we have our milliliter. Let's look at the relationship between these two. So it's simple. 1 liter gives you what? 1000 milliliters. If you can remember what milli means in measurement, when you see this, it connotes what? 1000. Okay? Have you heard that before? Have you heard that before? Remember we talk about millimeter, we talk about milliliter, and what have you. And so whenever you see this in mathematics, it connotes what? 1000. And now I'm giving you that 1 liter equals what? 1000 milliliter. And so if you have a quantity you're given in milliliter, you want to change to liter, what do? Do you divide or do you multiply? Okay, did you say divide? You're right. So when you want to change from this to this, from milliliter to liter, you simply do what? You divide with 1000. Okay? Now, if you want to change from liters to milliliter, you do what? You will multiply with 1000 to get what you want. Okay, there are other units of capacity. We also have our cubic centimeter, and we have our what? Centiliter. Okay? So let's look at how it's related to what we already have. Now, our cubic centimeter, it is simple. You made that in volume. Can you remember? You made that in volume, and it simply means that 1 liter will give you how many? 1000 cubic meter. Okay? Now, for our CL, if we want to find out the relationship too, we have that 1 liter is equivalent to what? 100 cl. Okay? From there, we've talked about the relationship between capacity and volume, right? Remember, we've talked about relationship between liters and cubic centimeter, which is here. And now, what about the difference between liter and cubic centimeter? It's good we look at it. When we're talking about liter, we're looking at that liquid, the content, whereas cubic centimeter is measuring the space itself. Okay, so when we talk about the cubic centimeter here, we're looking at the space that is containing this water, that is containing this drink inside it, right? Now, looking at the liters, if we're referring to liter, it simply means the liquid itself. Okay, that is the difference between the two. Now, they are the same because the capacity of this, which is the liter we're talking about, will be equivalent to the amount of space that is holding that very what? Liquid. Okay, that is the relationship and also the difference between the two, right? We know that when we're referring to liters, we are looking at the liquid itself, the amount of liquid itself, right? Now, when we're talking about the cubic centimeter, it simply means the space that is holding that liquid. Thank you. Okay, so talking about the table of capacity measures, I want us to drag them. It's very simple. I've already started by giving you that 1 liter will give you what? 1,000 cubic centimeter. 1 liter will also give you 100 centimeter. So when we have this 10 milliliter, it will give us what? 1 centiliter. Okay? So with this, okay, let me also give you that, okay, this way is okay for the table of capacity measures. I want to add one again. When we have 1,000 liters, remember, I taught you, when you're having 3 digits, when you're having 1,000, it also connotes what? Kilo. And so we have our kiloliters. So with this, we are good to go. That's the table of capacity measures. Okay, now I want us to start to solve. Okay, for today, we'll be looking at addition in capacity measure. We also have subtraction, multiplication, and division. So in either of the cases, we will now know what to do. Okay, so let me write down some of the questions so we will treat them. Okay, so what we have here are problems on the addition of liquid or capacity measures. Okay, I want to believe that you have your writing materials with you. You have your pen, you have a paper, or your notebook. So we are going to solve it. As I'm solving, you solve, right? And please, I don't want you to be with calculator. You know you don't solve with that at this stage, right? So make sure, mommy, daddy, don't give them calculator to solve it though. They are solving with their brain, please. Okay, now, I said when we are adding, you know, we carry. We carry, so I will show you why I said when carrying. Okay, now, when carrying the extra, remember this. Remember what? Your table of capacity measures. That is what I've just given you there. Okay, I included another one. Okay, and I want to include this. Now, 1,000 milliliter will also give you 1 liter. So, how many of them is equivalent to 1 liter here? So, excuse me, I want you to know that for 1 liter, 1 liter is equivalent to 1,000 cubic centimeter, right? It is also equivalent to 100 centiliter, and it is also equivalent to what? 1,000 milliliter. Can you pick that? I will repeat. I said that 1 liter is equivalent to what? 1,000 cubic centimeter. It is also equivalent to 100 centiliter, and is equivalent to what? 1,000 milliliter. So, of course, you know that 10 milliliter will give you 1 centiliter. So with this, if you have this at the back of your mind, we can now solve. Okay? Over here, the first example, I have 6, 5, 2, 4 centiliter and milliliter. So what it simply means is this, that 6 milliliter, you're adding it to 5 milliliter. So 6 plus 5, what will it give you? So go down to your rough and be writing these ones, okay? I said 6 plus 5, it will give you what? 11. 11 milliliter. Are you following? Now, remember, 10 milliliter we said will give us what? 1 centiliter. and we are having what? 11 milliliter. What does that tell you? How many centiliters do we have in this milliliter? Because it is above 10, right? Whenever it is above is equivalent to the next one, what do? Find out how many of it that is in the milliliter. So if you do that, how many 10 do we have in 11? We have 1. Remainder was 1. Now, in this mathematics, in capacity measures and the addition, to be precise, what we put down, we put down is the remainder. You now carry over the whole number. It is not like your normal addition, right? Don't be confused. Follow me. I said 6 plus 5 will give us 11. And because 10 milliliter will give us 1 centiliter, at this point you find out how many 10 you have here. And we have 11. That means 1 remainder 1, which is what we just did here, right? And so your remainder, you put it down, and then you carry your whole number. Is that okay? So we have 1 here. Now 1 coming over, we just add 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 4, 7. And this is your answer. Okay, so here we also have 3 plus 8. 3 plus 8 will give us what? 11. Very good. And something we did here, that's what we'll do. How many 10 do we have in the 11? 1 remainder 1. So we put down the remainder and carry the whole number over. Okay? So that 1 plus 5 will give us how many? 6. 6 plus 5 will give us 11. Again, 11. You put 1, carry 1. 1 plus 3, we have 4. 4 plus 7 will give us what? 11. Now we have 1, 1, 1, right? So come back to your log, you have this. Now, can you remember? I said 100 centiliter makes 1 liter. So now, this will tell you that we already have up to 100. It's equivalent to 1 liter, right? Okay, aside that 1 liter, what is the remainder? Remember, it's the remainder that we pen down and not this. So that is why I said it is advisable when you're solving, solve with your rod. So when you now get your answer, you come over and you put it, okay? I'm writing mine here because I can easily erase, okay? So we have our 1, 1, 1, and then you check. We are dividing with 100, and you know why we're dividing with 100, right? Because 100 centiliter makes 1 liter. Good. So we have 1 whole number. Remember what? 1, 1, 1. You subtract 100 from it. What will be remaining? 11. And is that 11 that you put down? Because that is the remainder, and carry 1 over. So 1 plus 2 will give you what? 3. Plus 3, you have 6. Did you get this? Okay, so I want you to try this. I will solve this, and you try one for me while I solve. Make an attempt. Okay, so remember that 1,000 milliliter will be giving us 1 liter. Did you observe anything? Here, we did not include Cl. You are converting directly to your what? Liter. Okay? That is what makes it different from this and this. Because in this we have milliliter and we have liter. We don't have our centiliter here. Okay, so you have to be observant as well. Okay? We can easily switch the units, and we expect you to solve because we have taught you. It is very simple. Now we have our liter, we have our milliliter. Remember, 1,000 milliliter will give you what? 1 liter. Okay, let's solve, class. 0 plus 0 will give you what? 0. Now 6 plus 5 will give you 11. You put down your 1 and you carry 1. That 1 plus this will give us 10. Now 10 plus 4 will give you what? 14. Very good. Now with what we have, is it up to 1 liter? The answer is yes, because it's up to 1,000. Okay, now how many 1,000 do we have here? Or how many liters do we have here? It's simple, we have 1 liter, remember what? 410. You want to find out how we did it. Okay, watch. We have this. 1410 minus 1,000. Okay, so we have 0, we have 1, we have 4. And this minus this will give us 0. So this is what we have outside the 1 liter, right? Okay, so what we now have is our remainder. Remember, Okay, so we are carrying over the 1 liter to go where liters are. So we have 1 plus 6 will give us 7, and 7 plus 3 will give us what? 10. Very good. Can you try this for me, please? Try. Let me see what your answer will be. It's very simple. You still have your liter and your milliliter. And remember, 1,000 liter will give you 1,000 milliliter will give you 1 liter. Okay, what did you get? What did you get? I want to solve. Let me see who gets the right answer. Remember that whatever you get from here, you're going to convert to liters. And your remainder is what will be here, right? While your liter will come over to join the liters. And then you pen it down. Can we solve? Okay, so let me come over here. So we have 9 plus 0 will give us what? 9. 0 plus 7, 7. While 6 plus 4 will give us what? 10. That is 1,079. And then how many liters do we have there? 1. Because of the 1,000, right? 1 remainder was 79. Okay, so now we have our 79, and our 1 will be going over to join the liters, right? So we have 1 plus 2, 3 plus this, 4. Very good. Did you get it? Okay, if you get it, it's sign clap for you. Okay, so in your material that we have already given to you, we have more problems to solve, right? I want you to attempt those questions with what we have given you now. So I'll go ahead to solve for, let's solve for subtraction. Is there any confusion? Let me have your questions at the end of the day, and so we'll be going over to subtraction. Subtraction. There's a question, just pepper it down and we'll ask in the question session. Thank you. Okay, so this is subtraction of liquid or capacity measures. Okay, so we're going to start. Here we have centiliter, milliliter. Now 2 milliliter minus 7. Can it go? No, right? Yes. So what we need to do is to borrow 1 from centiliter. Okay, and now 1 centiliter coming over to milliliter will be what? Did you say 12? Do you know why it's 12? Okay, I'll tell you. Remember, 1 centiliter equals what? 10 what? Milliliter. So if you're borrowing 1 from centiliter, that 1 is equivalent to what? 10. Now 10 plus 2 will give you what? 12. Okay, what we now have here is 12, right? So we have, you put a small 1 there. 12 minus 7 will give you what? 5. Now you have your 5. Okay, what is now remaining here is what? 3. Can you remember? So 3 minus 2 will give you what? 1. It's simple, right? Let's see the next one. Oh, here we have 5 and 9 milliliter. 5 minus 9 will give you what? It can go, right? Okay, because you're subtracting from a smaller one. What do you need to do? We borrow. Okay, so, well, 1 centiliter coming over again is equivalent to what? 10. Thank you. Now that 10 plus 5 will give us what? 15. Good. Now you have 15 minus 9. That will give you 6. Now you put down your 6. Remember, this is no longer 8. It is now what? 7. So what we have here is 47 minus what? 58. 47 minus 58. Can we subtract? No. You cannot subtract from a smaller number, right? Now we'll borrow again. We keep borrowing. Okay? So here we have 9 and 7. So we are borrowing 1 from here. Remember what 1 liter is in centiliter. Remember, it is 100 centiliters that will give us what? 1 liter. So if we are to borrow 1 from here to give to centiliter, remember that 1 will be equivalent to 100. Now we have 100 plus this. So we are simply adding 100 to what we have here. Okay, that will simply give us what? 147. Now 147 minus 58. Okay, so we are subtracting 1. 7 minus 8 cannot go. We borrow 1. And we have 17 minus 8. It will be what? 9. Now what is now left is 3. Okay? 3 minus 5, can it go? Okay, so this one is coming over to me 3 to give us what? 13. Now 13 minus 5 will give us what? 8. Thank you. So what we have here is what? 89. Remember we borrowed 1 from here. What is remaining is now what? 8. 8 minus 7 will give you what? 1. Very good. Okay, the next one. Want to make an attempt? I know you can do it, but let's solve together. Okay, so we have 250 minus 500. Again, I want you to observe. We have removed 1 again. Did you observe that? Here, we don't have any centiliter. We are giving you just liter and milliliter. That is how it works. Your examiner can bring in any of them and you are expected to solve because you know it, right? So don't get confused when we mix it all. Okay, now we have liter and we have milliliter. So how many milliliter will give us 1 liter? Did you say 100? No. 10? No. It's 1000. 1000 milliliter will give us what? 1 liter. Okay, so we have 250 minus this. It still cannot go. Can it go? It cannot go, right? Okay, so we are going to borrow again. And then the 1 liter we are about to borrow, remember, it should be equivalent to what? 1000. Now we have 1000 plus this. It will be giving us what? 1250. You know how we got this, right? Because we borrowed 1 from 25. And that one is equivalent to what? 1000. Coming over gave us what? 1250. And then we can subtract. So when we're subtracting this from this, should be giving us what? 0 minus 0 is 0, right? 5 minus 0, 5. Now we have 2 minus 5. Can it go? No. Coming over here, we have 12 minus 5. That is what? 750. So we have our 750 here. Now what is remaining? Remember we borrowed 1. Here we have 4 now. So we have 24 minus 1. So we're giving us what? 4 minus 2. 2 minus 1. Very good. Here we have our liter and our centiliter. Can you solve it? Okay. Remember, 100 centiliter makes 1 liter. I hope you will not confuse yourself with this. This is milliliter and this is centiliter. Okay. So we have 16 minus 43 cannot go, so we are borrowing 1. That one coming over is equivalent to what? 100. And we have 100 plus 16 will give us what? 116 minus 43. And so we solve 6 minus 3. 1 minus this, it cannot go. So coming over, we have 11 minus 4. That should be what? 73. Remember, what is left here is 1. So we now have 11 minus 5. That will give us what? 6. Okay? That is that for subtraction. So we quickly do our multiplication. So it is still the same way, the same method of your multiplication, just that when you are carrying over, you will do what? You will consider the various what? Units. Okay, let's go. 9 times 7 will be what? 9 times 7. 63, right? So we have our 63 here. Remember I said, while solving, you solve with your rough. Now, what did I tell you about milliliter and centiliter? Looking at this, how many centiliters do we have here? Remember, 10 milliliter gives us 1. So you count how many tens that we have, right? Okay, we are going to do 63 divided by 10. It will be giving you 6 remainder what? 3. Remember, it is the remainder you will put down and carry over the whole number. Okay, now we have 7 times 5 will give us what? 35. Now 35 plus 6. That will be giving you what? 41. So we have your 41 here, right? So over here we have 6 times 4 will be giving us what? 24. Now again, how many centiliters do we have here? How many tens do we have here? You know it's 2 remainder 4, right? Again, we have your remainder there. And then you carry over the centiliter. Okay, now you have your 2 somewhere here. Okay, now remember the one you're carrying over you keep and then you multiply. Now we have 6 times 7 will give us what? 42. Good, you have your 2 carry 4, right? 6 times 2 will give us 12. Okay, now 12 plus 4 will give us what? 16. So we have 162, right? Now plus the 2 you're carrying, that will be giving you 164. Now our hours, how many centiliter makes 1 liter? Is 100, right? Now you're going to find out how many liters we have here. Again, you divide with 100. And that will give you what? 1 remainder was 64. So you put down your remainder, which is 64, and then you have 1 going over to join liters, right? Now 6 times 6 is 36, plus that one we have what? 37. It's simple, isn't it? Okay, let's solve this one. We have 2 times 0, that will be giving us 0. 2 times 9, we have our 18, 8 carry 1. 2 times 5 will be giving us what? 10 plus 1, we have 11. Remember, 1000 milliliter makes 1 liter, right? So how many liters do we have here? We have 1 remainder what? 180. And it is our remainder that will be here. We carry over the liters, right? Okay, now 9 times 2, we will be having 18, right? 18 plus 1 will give us what? 19. So today we've talked about capacity. What is capacity? The various relationships that we have, and we looked at the units of capacity and the differences between liter and cubic centimeter. Can you remember that? Then the table of capacity measure I gave you. We've also looked at how to add, subtract, and multiply in the capacity measures. Okay, so I will give you 1 or 2 things to do for me. It's already in your material. So you solve it, right? You solve it for me and you submit. Thank you.